In the Greenwood district of Tulsa, Oklahoma, known as the Black Wall Street, the Tulsa Race Riot was a well-known conflict that took place on May 31st through June 1st, 1921.
During the 16 hours of the assault, more than 800 people were admitted to local white hospitals with injuries. The 2 black hospitals were burned down, and police arrested and detained more than 6,000 black Greenwood residents at 3 local facilities.
On May 31st, 1921, in what has been described as the worst race riot in American history, Greenwood is destroyed. In less than 24 hours, a white mob reduces Black Wall Street to 36 square blocks of smoldering rubble. Scores of African Americans are killed and thousands are left homeless.
White Tulsans not only invaded Black Tulsa, they not only looted homes and businesses, they burned it to the ground. The entire black community, aside from a few outlying areas, was absolutely put to the torch.
The devastation of this community means much more than the destruction of its buildings. The residents, the men, women, and children who struggled to create this haven, will be forever scarred.
I remember the race riot and how mean people were during the race riot and the relationship between white and black at that time. And I wondered how people could be so mean.
The events of the riot were long omitted from local and state histories. The Tulsa Race Riot of 1921 was rarely mentioned in history books, classrooms, or even in private. Blacks and whites alike grew into middle age unaware of what had taken place. With the number of survivors declining, in 1996, the state legislature commissioned a report to establish the historical record of the events and acknowledge the victims and damages to the black community. Blacks had created more than 600 businesses and services in their enclave, including several groceries, 2 independent newspapers, 2 movie theaters, nightclubs, and numerous churches. Black professionals, doctors, dentists, lawyers, and clergy served in the community because of residential segregation in the city. Most classes of blacks lived together in Greenwood. They selected their own leaders, and there was capital formation within the community. In the surrounding areas of northeastern Oklahoma, blacks also enjoyed relative prosperity and participated in the oil boom.
We chose this topic because this is a very interesting and informational subject that was tragic to the Tulsa community. This was a terrible act of violence among African Americans in the history of the United States. The amount of injuries and killings were tremendous to the society. In the overall impact of this tragedy, us future leaders of America should be well educated on the Tulsa, Oklahoma Black Wall Street and race riots.
Black Lives Matter.